Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the Twin Flame Collective update for January 3rd through the 9th, 2021. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If this story is resonating with you guys, if you're picking up on this energy, don't forget to comment in the comment section. If you feel you are on a twin flame journey, don't forget to check out the service for twin flame healing. Got a lot of beautiful testimonials and unions with those of you who booked that service, and to all of my clients, to all of my customers, Soul Tribe members who ordered crystal packs and ordered twin flame healing sessions, readings. All of that information is down below if you are interested in a session with me, whether Reiki, energy healing, Akashic records, past life regression. I do it all. So go ahead on over and check it out. And again, with these twin flame connections, it's important to know what your mission is, or important to know, are you a light worker? Are you a star seed? Are you an indigo? However it resonates, the more you know about your spiritual journey, the easier it is for you to deal with this twin flame connection. If you know you are in a twin flame connection and it's been very hard for you in your divine masculine, check out the twin flame healing service. Now, if you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, no biggie. But subscribing to the channel is the same form as an energy exchange donation. And follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. That is where I post astrological events, energy updates, twin flame updates, energy updates on my IG story. It's very important. And also check the community tab post here on my YouTube channel for more updates, testimonials, and things like that. So with that being said, do not forget to head over to the Etsy shop. There is a crystal pack for the chakra alignment, a crystal pack for the protection. And you're going to need that as the energies are gaining momentum. We are in the age of Aquarius. Things are changing rapidly. I know you guys feel the energies, the shifts, the ascension codes and downloads, like your body has been going through it as of late. So if you guys have any questions, email me. That is in the description box below. Do not forget the class starts Tuesday the 5th. So watch the class videos as well, because that is very, very important for those of you who reached out to me, communicating. You do not know how to turn your gifts on or off. You know you have gifts, but you don't understand. Take the class. It's very informative for you. It's only $40 a week. You get 2 classes out of that, and you get so much information. Level 5, 6, and 7, or 4, 5, 6, and 7. You will start to do energy work, learning how to work your healing hands if you have that gift. All right. You will also learn how to tune in and be able to use your sight. All right. For those of you who have the gift of clairvoyant. All right. So I'm going to dive right into the reading. So I asked Spirit for the collective, like, what is happening with us now that we are in the age of Aquarius? What are we gearing up against? What is happening within our connections, whether we're in separation, whether we're in union? And as I started to get the cards prepared, this is the first card that came out in the After Tarot. That is the deck that I am using. I always use the After Tarot when it comes to the twin flame connection, and I've been using them for the signs as well. But we got the 4 of Wands, so this is 1111. And so with the age of Aquarius, a lot of us have heard, not only just, me, but you guys too on other channels on the YouTube community, about how the age of Aquarius is really bringing a lot of divine counterparts together. And again, with you being on this twin flame journey, it's not all about marriage. It's not all about, settling down and having kids. Remember, this is about your life path and purpose mission in regards to raising the vibration of the planet. And so the 1111 union card came out. And so this is only clarifying that, this is the energy that we are in. Even if you are in separation with your divine counterpart, this union, inner union, you working on yourself, brings you closer to your divine counterpart, and vice versa. And so for me, my divine counterpart and I are in separation. And so, every time, that separation energy arises, it pushes me to really dive into what, I need to do in regards to my mission. And guess what? When my divine counterpart is ready to catch up, my divine counterpart will catch up. And so that's the energy that you have to be in, confident, knowing that regardless of what you're seeing in the 3D, that things are aligning the way that it should. All right, so this is beautiful. This is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Let me know how that resonates for you guys. The next card out, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And with this, we have the individual looking back at all of the pentacles that's been stacked up and saved, and, looking at the abundance, like, I've worked hard. This is what I'm creating, right? And so for you, divine feminine, you may notice that your divine masculine, the energies are interchangeable. So you can be a male and be a divine feminine and vice versa. But you've noticed that your divine counterpart or you have been working really, really hard when it comes to abundance, when it comes to creating that consistent flow into your immediate surroundings. And so this is what that gentleman is doing, stepping back and looking at all the hard work, toiled off long hours, etc. And this is what the outcome is. Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you guys may be seeing vibrations of 8. All right. All right, the next card that wanted to come out, we have 5. 5 talks about changes, but with 5 of Wands, this talks about everyone being, on a common chord, like getting along, really seeing, from each other's perspective, peace, community. And so this is what you're seeing too. A lot of you guys are connecting with your soul tribe, and you guys are helping each other through, optimistic, sure about the future, ideas, plannings. This is what, this card is talking about. And 5 talks about change. And not only that, but you will see change in regards to your abundance as well. Okay. The next card out, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So again, this is like the baby to the Empress card, right? So it talks about self-love. It talks about tending to your own garden. It talks about your enlightenment. And so if you weren't in this energy before, as we're in the age of Aquarius, this is the energy that you're focused on. You're not worried about anybody else's business. Right now, Spirit is calling you to go higher. Spirit is calling you to be the best that you can be for you. You're not worried about everybody else. You've had that time where you had to worry about everybody else. But right now, you're the most important person because you're being called to do something great. 9 talks about endings, okay? The overall energy, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So you may have watched some of the other sign videos. I have been seeing pentacles a lot. And so with our gifts, what we're called to do within the world in regards to the age of Aquarius, it's tied to abundance. So as you do your life path and purpose work, as you figure out what it is that Spirit has put you on this earth at this time right now for, that is what's going to bring you abundance. A lot of you guys are stepping out and being your own business owners. You're opening up your LLCs. You are finally figuring out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And because this is tied to your life path and purpose, because this is what Spirit is calling you to do, you bring more abundance in that way. 10 talks about completion. All right. So let's dive into the energies that wanted to show itself. First card out, we have the 8 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And so with this, we have the energy of self-love, of choosing what it is that you want, not paying attention to the things that aren't working, but actually paying attention to what your needs are. And you notice we have this gentleman walking away in the background, and the divine feminine is looking at this cup, not even paying attention to the gentleman that's walking away. And for some of you, you have to get in the energy of holding space. I know it's hard. I know it's scary. I know it's fearful. And, we as divine feminines always have that energy of, oh my God, this is the fight. This is the one where, my divine masculine is never coming back, is never coming back. Well, you guys, have had many of those never coming back energy, separation fights. And somehow, some way, you guys end up aligning back together. And so know that when these separations happen, that it's for your growth, it's for you to heal, it's for you to focus more on your mission, because you guys have your life already planned out ahead of time. Like a lot of you who are light workers, starseeds, indigos, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, you were already predestined. Your goal was already predestined. Your life path and purpose was already predestined. Spirit's been there. God, source, divine has been there. They've been waiting for you to show up to you. Does it make sense? So now that you're diving into your life path and purpose, now that you're doing what you're called to do, you will notice everything just falls into alignment. All right. The next energy, King of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And with the King of Wands, this person is very confident, very optimistic, know how to bring abundance into their fruition, very enlightened, right? You know, I've been healed from my feet to the neck, right? You see that? So this is so important. Like this, divine masculine or divine feminine is really stepping into his or her power and really understanding what it means to be fully healed, what it means to be really confident, what it means to be the king of your world, whether female or male. We got a lot of eights. 888 is what I'm seeing on the spread right now. So with the Eight of Swords, this is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And this is, being cut out of the bondage, blindfolds removed off. It's like now you're going to see me for who you need to see me as, right? And so I feel with 2020, we can't look at our divine counterparts the way we look. I mean, with 2021, we can't look at our divine counterparts the way we look at him or her in 2020, because we all are going through evolvement, we all are transitioning, we all are going through a transformation, and we have to get in that energy of what happened before it happened. This is a whole new ball game. This is a whole new energy. This is a whole new alignment for the both of us, right? And so this is very important. And before, if your divine counterpart wasn't showing up, always neglected you, always made you feel abandoned, always, made you feel like you were not a priority. Here we have this energy where it's like you feel like, everything is crumbling down. Everything is, your back is against the wall. And who's showing up, right? The next card out is Judgment. 10-10, right? That's 20. So for everything that happened in 2020, right? We have Saturn in direct. Know that however you put out your karma, or however you dealt with things, that is how you'll get your rewards, right? And so with the divine feminine, a lot of us, because we knew what the connection is and was, and we knew we had to figure out a way to allow the divine masculine to see the same thing, we may have dimmed our light a little bit. We may have, felt the energy of buying their love a little bit for them to understand. However you try to help your divine counterpart see the light, and it was from a good place, a good heart, a good, integrity, you don't have to worry about that. Spirit knows what you were doing. Granted, you got the karma because your divine counterpart didn't reciprocate the way you thought they would reciprocate. But Spirit knows your heart. And you tried and you tried and you tried to get them to figure out. And some divine masculines were not budging, right? And so coming into 2021, it's like, say less. I've told you what this connection is. I've communicated to you about what this connection is. I've communicated to you. I've known you before. I've communicated to you. I feel your energy. So roles are reversing now that you are, in quiet time, with your divine counterpart, and you guys have had time apart, and you guys have time to think. Now your divine counterpart is starting to make sense of things that you were communicating. And if they're not understanding it from your perspective, they're definitely understanding it from Spirit's perspective. Because I feel like now with the Age of Aquarius, there's no more running. So if the divine masculine was running, not surrendering, fighting off, couldn't really get through their dark night of the soul because they wouldn't surrender, they're surrendering now. They're seeing the error of their ways now. And divine feminine, if and when your divine counterpart, not going to say if, but when your divine counterpart gets enough courage to say, where are you? I need to meet you. I need to talk to you. Or where are you? Can we meet up? However it resonates, don't shut them out. Hear them out. And I know for some of you, it's going to be like, no, because I was left in the cold many times when I needed my divine counterpart, and my divine counterpart never showed up for me. But what Spirit is saying, don't shut them out. Hear what they have to say. All right. The next card out is the Emperor. And so look up the ram totem animal and see how that resonates to your connection. But this person is very knowledgeable. This person is very powerful. This person is very all-knowing. This person is wise. And so in separation, a lot of your divine counterparts, even the divine, whether you're divine feminine or masculine, you guys have started to level up in your emotions, in your the way you carry yourself, in the way you handle things, right? There's not going to be any more of that, lashing out, being frustrated, not knowing how to, figure out a way to communicate with each other, because now you understand, right? The next card out is the High Priestess. This is the energy. We have two. Two talks about choices, initials BTJ, crescent moon. Again, this is a very, very spiritual card. And so for a lot of you, you're realizing what your gifts are. You see you and know that you are magic, and you aren't saying a word. And that is how the divine feminines are moving forward. This is my life path and purpose mission. I don't have to communicate to my divine masculine about everything, especially if they're unawakened. When they're ready to accept, when they're ready to open up, when they want to ask you questions about what you do for your life path and purpose mission, and how is it that you can make things happen, or with the guidance of spirit, guide you into certain situations and things, and it turns out beautifully, then you can communicate. But until then, work through the 5D, all right? So that energy is really, really beautiful. And as you can see, there isn't any dark energy or anything like that when it comes to the tarot. Now let's dive into the Twin Flame Mystic Moon Oracle spread. For divine masculine, we have Crossroads. And this is a card that wanted to show itself with the energy, right? Your divine masculine is feeling at a crossroads. Which way do I go? What choice do I make? What do I do? Am I losing my divine feminine? We have regret, because the divine masculine knows that they handled you less than you deserve. They didn't give you what you required or deserve. They didn't treat you like an angelic being that you are. And they have regrets, because now there's been silence. Now there's been downloads. Now there's been ascension symptoms. Now there are the visions, right? And they're slowly waking up, and they're realizing, I really messed up, right? We have divine timing for divine masculine. So again, when your divine counterpart comes forward and they want to communicate, don't shut them out, because it took them a long time to get to this point. It took them, some of them, years to be able to say what is on their heart, what has been on their mind. Because for most of the divine feminines, they didn't even know if their divine masculine loved them at all, because they've never heard it right from the divine masculine's mouth. Maybe saw it in a text, maybe saw it in an email, but when it came face to face, the divine masculines never told the divine feminine, I love you. For some, right? I don't know why third wave just came up. Next card out for the divine masculine, we have offer. And so even if it's an offer of friendship, right? Like, let's start over. Let's start new. Let's start to where there isn't any mistakes. Let's right the wrongs, right? For divine feminine, we have bound. So for a lot of the divine feminines, they're in their life path and purpose mission. They're trying really hard not to stay in that stuck energy, but it's hard when you consistently feel your divine masculine's energy. And so they feel like, I'm just stuck, to my divine masculine, even when I'm trying to focus and push forward, right? We have union. And so this is the energy on divine feminine's mind. And it's about not only the mind, but in the heart, and then the energy, itself. That feeling of union, that feeling that something is happening, that feeling that something is about to take place. And this is full moon energy, right? And so pretty soon you will understand why your divine masculine moved the way that they moved. You will understand more about their past. You will understand more about, their inner child wounds, because a lot of the divine masculines did not communicate really all that they went through as a child or as a teenager or in their 20s, etc. And for a lot of you, you are coming into union with the Age of Aquarius, right? Next card out for Divine Feminine is surrender. And so that's what Divine Feminine is trying so hard to do. Surrender to the sweetness, surrender to the fact that I can have so much confidence and be so sure that I can continue to go on, and my Divine Masculine will be okay. My Divine Masculine will finally catch up. But I need to surrender this energy, because sometimes I'm at that point and other times I feel myself falling back, right? And we have return. Divine Feminine, for some of you, you just know, like, you're already 10 steps ahead. You know your Divine Masculine's returning. You know. And for some of you in your soul contract, like I always tell you, it's important to have your past life regression done. It's important to have your Akashic records done, because you will understand what your connection is all about. The overall energy, we have third party. And so again, third party doesn't always have to resonate with a person. It could be a job, it could be kids, it could be anything that consistently gets in the way of your connection. It could be your thoughts, triggers, right? So for the energy that wanted to show itself, let's dive into that. And it's crazy because for the Divine Masculine, 3 of those cards came back out in the Divine Masculine spread. So we have Divine Feminine, right? We have lessons. We have forgiveness. This is the energies, guys. And then for regret, that was the energy that wanted to come out as well. And crossroads, all right? And that's for both Divine Masculine and Feminine. Let's get into the messages for the collective. First message: I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. Okay. I should have believed in you. You always had my best interest at heart. Right? I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. And the overall message: would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? That's beautiful. And again, hear them out. And you let me know if this happens to you this week, all right? So we're going to dive into the Moonology spread. The first card out for Divine Masculine is luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. For Divine Feminine, balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So I know we're on this journey. We're on our life path and purpose mission. It's great. It's exciting. It's adventurous. But again, remember, your Divine Masculine isn't where you are. And so sometimes you can be so spiritual that they just feel like they just want the normal person back, you know, the one they met before, you know, they realized you had all this magicalness within you, right? It's not that they're ashamed. It's not that they're embarrassed, but they just miss how things were when you guys first met. So you have to create a balance. You have to know when to turn it on and turn it off. That's very important, right? And that's what my classes will teach you guys as well. The overall energy, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Communication is key, right? And so your cards are your cards, right? So we're going to dive into the Lightworker Oracle spread. First card out for Divine Masculine is take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I know for myself, I tell my Divine Masculine all the time, you don't have to work so hard. You can create abundance. You can create the life that you want. All you have to do is say what you want to see. And my divine counterpart always is like, no, you work hard, you get everything that you need and you want. And I stopped saying it. All right, cool, no problem. Because sometimes you have to allow them to figure it out on their own, right? But this is what Spirit is asking of the divine masculine. Take a break, right? A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You work hard to buy nice things, to have this certain lifestyle, and you're working so much that you're not even enjoying the things that you're buying, right? Or going to places that, you know, would be beautiful. The card for divine feminine is birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And that is what we're in now, the age of Aquarius. And this is what divine feminine is focused on, birthing a new age. We got work to do, right? The overall energy, Lumeria. And it says, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. There's so many beautiful changes within the collective, within the planets that are coming up. And you're just going to see the world move so much more on a loving vibration, right? This is beautiful. All right, we're going to dive into Lightworker Oracle, right? For divine masculine, we have 30, Dark Angel. 30, Dark Angel. Now let's go over that. I feel like this is very important. All right. So it says, the dark angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you, without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you, even when it seems most unlikely. In fact, especially then, the divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that are even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you are being given a gift of light, even if it may seem to be a hidden blessing, right? When you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious. You can choose doubt and fear, or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright, not only when things appear good, but even when your mind thinks things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Right? Interesting. It's so amazing how the divine masculine cards is straight for the divine masculine. All right. For divine feminine, number 15, grounding. Number 15, grounding. See this? So important to ground before you meditate too. So we're going to read over that as well for the divine feminine. And so it says, you long for the free and open worlds of spirit and light, yet you also yearn to experience the healing power and divine joy of sacred sound and living color. You are meant to bring joy, beauty, and comfort to this world, to share the spiritual light. To do so, you need grounding. Your dreams want you just as much as you want them. Grounding helps you bring your dreams to life in your world for the benefit of many. And it says, when a reminder comes from higher guidance to ground oneself, it is a loving encouragement, never a judgment. Grounding is a spiritual version of remembering to call your mother. It is a chance to check in with what is happening in your physical life and make sure you are giving appropriate time and energy to what really matters to your heart. It is a chance to appreciate the beauty of the natural world and the love in your relationships. It is a chance to make sure your spiritual work is being applied in your life in ways that feel good for you. It is a chance to speak your prayers rather than only think them. You might even dance them or create a colorful flower offering for your altar or sing them from your heart. All right? Grounding is very important. Overall energy, and when I saw this card immediately I thought about Aquarius being a water sign. No, Aquarius is an air sign. But the initiation by water, I thought of the Age of Aquarius for some reason. I'm going to read this and you guys let me know how it resonates. It's number 23. So that's initiation by water, and that's for both divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay, so we're going to dive right into it. I saw something else, but all right. So, initiation by water. Your spiritual path this lifetime involves you becoming a clear channel for spirit. Wow. You are meant to communicate with higher guidance from the loving spiritual worlds. Your initiation by water will further open your receiving channels, dislodge lower vibrational material, and sensitize you to the subtle realms of light. You are being open to a world of which you may only have dreamed. Such is its beauty, grace, and love. So it says, situations have been arising in your world that evoke emotional reactions and challenge your opinions and beliefs. You may not feel in control. You may feel like your world, your own emotions have become like a stormy sea in which you are tossed about. And you are doing your best not to drown in the chaos. Yet you are not to fear it. It is stirring that which has been held within so it can be released. The storm will pass and the waters of your emotions shall become more serene. You could compare the process to a glass of water with muddy sediment at the bottom. The water appears clear as the mud is left to lie. Yet once that water gets stirred up, the mud tices. Then it can be filtered out, and the water will be clearer than ever before. The turbulence was a step that led to greater clarity. The waters in the glass are comparable to your emotional waters, and the fixed opinions, beliefs, or long-held emotional patterns based on unresolved past pain are the sediment at the bottom of the glass. Hold the glass up to the light. Can the light shine through the sediment? No, but it can be seen through the clear water. Remove the sediment and the water will be clear enough to allow light to shine through without obstruction or distortion. The light is the light of spirit, of higher truths, unconditional love and peace, wisdom and joy. You know that you are meant to be a channel for the truth of the spirit. As an advanced soul, you are capable of successfully enduring the process of filtering out whatever should obstruct the clear flow of higher consciousness through your being, right? It says, whatever pain you are feeling right now is a sign of emotional healing and recovery. You are encouraged to accept and process your feelings, especially those that do not make sense to you. Your emotional truth will make more sense as you heal. If you can get help from a healer, therapist, counselor, or mentor, they will support you and help you resolve your part of the process more swiftly. Know that even though it challenges you at times, this is a good thing that is taking place, necessary for you to more fully receive the divine connection for which you yearn. Knew it was going to be something like that. I love this deck. All right. And so if you guys have any questions, concerns, want to sign up for the class, I am all for it, guys, because this is a part of my life path and purpose mission. And again, tomorrow be on the lookout for my personal testimony. I am going to do a video for you guys, those of you who've always wanted, well, how did the Crystal Indigo start? Or how did you like come to know you had gifts, and where are you from? Like, like I will do a video for all of that for you guys, and try not to get emotional. Because my story is, man, I mean, once you watch the video, then you will know exactly why I said what I said. But other than that, again, check the 2 class videos to get information about, how to work your gifts when we're meeting for classes, the times for office space, if you are doing it live, distant. I need to know all of that information. I've already had some of my clients and Soul Tribe members pay for their, exchange tuition. Again, it's only $40 a week. You get 2 classes every week. When we get to 4, 5, 6, and 7, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. You guys are going to learn how to use crystal balls. You're going to learn how to use your clairvoyant gifts. You also are going to learn how to use your healing ability gifts. I do have everything in office set up. So when we do get to 4, 5, and 6, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you have to be in the office space. All right. And so with that being said, email me if you guys have any questions. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. I was once where you are. And that was 2018. I started my journey, right? And so it's 2021, right? And so it'll be 3 years come June, because that's when I got my Dark Night of the Soul, my awakening, like everything all in one. And I was just like a wreck. But we get through it, because we were born for this. We signed up for this. You signed up for this, your last life, to be here at this time to help shift and change the world. So I'm sending all of you my love, and I will be posting a little bit more regularly as we are in this Age of Aquarius energy. It's like every day is a new whole program for me. All right. And I love you guys so much. And thank you. This is a family, a community. You guys, I want you to write where you're from in the comment sections. You don't have to put your address, but I want you guys to start aligning with your Soul Tribe members, because we're about to get to work. All right. Love and light.